Belonging, Alicia. Between Mexico, Finland, and United States, skies and sands have woven into my soul. Keep echoes of places where I tried to belong. From stillness of northern skies to the warmth of southern sun. My descendants carry nations in their identities. I navigate spaces of privilege and eradication, translating emotions across academic geographies, with hope of one enduring culture, humanidad, humanity in humilisus.
Islands threaded across oceans, navigating migration, multilingualism, and belonging through a poetic inquiry. Born and raised in the City of Lights, Lawag City, surrounded by beauty and love in the northern islands of the Philippines, safely cradled in a community where everyone is considered a family. Everyone feels they belong, valued, and heard. Very happy. At 15, I crossed the Pacific Ocean to the so-called land of opportunities, the United States of America, with my family. Entered high school as trilingual, but was considered as an English language learner. Separated like a thread pulled from fabric, labeled, lowered, left to relearn my worth in silence. To belong, I was told I needed to assimilate to be an American. But what that is and how it is to be still confuses me. Speak English correctly, but which English? So I studied, observed, listened, and watched. To thrive, I learned the lingua culture of Southern California while incorporating it into my own. So I decided to be an educator to help someone like me, to welcome and care for those who are new to the community, embracing their experiences and capitalizing on their knowledge and skills, honoring their histories and stories. As an early career scholar, I once again crossed the Pacific to work at the University of Hong Kong, to learn with and from international scholars from around the globe. With my education and experience, I was invited to collaborate in joint conversations, gain new perspectives on diversity, equity, inclusion, belonging, and quality education. I returned to the United States, first landed in Iowa and back to Southern California, armed with deeper knowledge and experiences from communities with multiple languages and varied identities, hoping to help create places where all voices bloom and story finds its light, ensuring everyone feels they belong, valued, and heard, to be happy.
Borderlandista by Tasia. Chicana, mom y mamati. Hija, hermana, nieta querida. Working class miners, welders, hustling for that dream. Scholar? I'll see. Chicana mother scholar. Contradictions, borderlands, in between, always in between. Mestiza del Yucatán. Éramos pobres pero felices. Abuela smacking a weathered brown arm. Soy orgullosamente India. Navarro, Quesada, y Sanders. Hasta Arizona and Georgia. Confederate way? No. And back again. Severed, disconnected, pocha. Contradictions. Colonizada and colonizer. Healing por cultura y comunidad. Comunidades. Unlearning lies, addiction, abuse, incarceration, becoming a hazy memory for my family. Healing para los jóvenes, for my ancestors, and for new generations. For the kids, always for the kids. Unlearning and relearning, just like them. From Pocha to Borderlandista.
I speak from the South. Who am I? My name is Vanessa, traditional grandmother of my dad, daughter of resilience, a voice rooted in the red hair and the rain from the breath of Mozambique. I rise bilingual, striving to be bold in classrooms far from home. I carry the names of unseen children, dreams postponed, and yet I teach. I'm a mother, I learn, I'm a catechist, and I mentor. In the classrooms, my accent intertwines with the desire to learn about inclusive policies, about pedagogy, about leadership. A full bright flames lights my path, but my heart beats and clings to my ambitions where inclusion was a sign, not a plan. I speak of boys and girls whose laughter was silenced by the clutch of poverty, by the neglect of policies, by a society that crucifies people with disabilities, and of parents who don't know where to turn for help, of untrained leaders, of unreal laws. However, in my research, I want stories to break, their silence to be broken into syllables of justice, equity, and care. Intersectionality waves my truth. Each layer, mother, academic, leader, black woman in the United States, and Vanessa in Mozambique. First generation graduate shape the lens through which I see the child behind the diagnosis, the girl behind the rural gate, the system behind the face of exclusion. I speak from the South, but for the world, a voice for those still waiting to be heard. This journey is not just mine, but a collective step toward change. My politics meet compassion. My inclusion begin with belief. My positionality is my stand, is who I am. I speak for equity, not just research. May we all work to transform access into action. It is possible, I believe.
Brown Scholar Drifting by Andrea. I am brown-ish, Chicane, jungle Asian, queer, and always becoming. Homa Zigzag, Tucson, Nogales, Thailand. Abuela Kunyai, 2 butterfly gardens. 2 other, 2 brown, 2 never enough. School tongues bite, home eyes wince. Still, we learn, we teach, we unbuild, brick by brutal brick. Resistance equals Tata smile and Kunyai's rice steam, calloused hands stitching care. Artifact of South hyphen held by wind, my body walks, speaks, but listens. To ancestors, to rebels, to children with sharp dreams. This is not research, it's ritual, it's rememory. It's liberation. And isn't that enough?
Oh, can't you hear the barriers and tiredness, the sweat and tears of my African ancestors screaming for righteousness? We would not be complacent. We would not be complacent from the global South to gain the riches and the wealth from the North. We would not be complacent to the normative views of political superiority and hierarchical intersectional displacement because of who we are. We will hear each other and open up our ears for the world around us. I am a black woman that lives in America, and yet from the north of the globe, I experience racism every day because of my intersectional identity. I live with an onset disability, and yet ableism, social injustice, and displacement. But the fight and the will to collaborate to create transformative change with people from the south of the globe. We will hear each other and open up our ears to the world and show them that we all belong on this planet, no matter who you are or where you come from, what ability you have, your socioeconomic level. We are seen as one and standing strong, all collaboratively together. So we cheer and praise Kendrick Lamar when they say they are not like us.
A Global South's intersectional disability studies collective feelings and becomings through our heartbeats. Drumbeat, blood flowing, Palestinian and El Salvadorian heartbeat, drumbeat, blood flowing, enveloped by mother and father's cultural, ethnic, language, heritage, crossing the Rio Grande to the United States, linked forever together, family, dreaming and acting and feeling Global South's intersectional disability studies individual and collective consciousness, coming together through moving together for a greater purpose. Zoom check-ins as fertile ground for individual and collective transformation, honoring each other's positionalities and relationalities and critical feeling and thinking as Global South's developing identities, reflecting on our past, present, and futures as Global South's citizens, gaining strength in the collective for our individual research agendas in the academy, body and soul, enacting through interacting with heart, mind, body, and soul.